Welcome back. The Timucuan Parks Foundation and Ink Factory Brewing have partnered up. Timucuan Parks Foundation Program and Outreach Director Felicia Boyd is here, along with co-founder and brewer of Ink Factory Brewing, Ty Wallace. Hey, welcome.
Hi.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. So, talk to us about this collaboration. But first, though, we're going to get into some stuff, so we're going to need to have a little beverage for that. Here you go, Jordan. This one's for you.
I'm not judging.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Cheers, love. As you were saying.
Oh. So we're the Timucuan Parks Foundation. We are the support organization for the national parks in Jacksonville and the state parks and the city preservation parks. And so we do a lot of volunteer projects, and Ink would give us hops bags for putting trash into. And at some point they said, hey, we want to help with this cleanup, and why don't we brew you a beer? We said, we're always looking for new strategies for new audiences, so we said, this is great.
And so how does it benefit the park, excuse me? I had one sip of beer, now all of a sudden I can't talk.
It's doing its job.
That's serious beer.
Well, like I said, we're always looking for new audiences, so we're not always talking to the same people, and so we're reaching out to young professionals and just some different people that might come in for the beer, and then they learn about the parks.
Gotcha. Okay, well, let's move on to a little bit of beer. So what can folks expect out of this lager?
So, also, forgot to mention, the 10% of the proceeds of each batch that we brew go to the park as well. So
that's
cash
the real
raised. And I'm a big outdoors person. I love surfing. I love the park. So before this even happened, she came in. I was like, we're in.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, for me as a brewer, brewing a super light beer. All of our beers at Ink Factory Brewing, we like to have like the flavors of Florida. It's like tropical, light, easy to consume. And these ones, this beer is a super light lager, 4.9%, but it has like a light berry kind of citrusy ester, so it has like a really nice, just drinkable, and it's low ABV, so a daytime beer. So we're stoked on the opportunity to work with Felicia in the organization and go outside, enjoy it.
Yeah, so where can folks buy the beer?
Ink Factory Brewing, so we don't distribute, so we have 4 packs to go, and draft as well, and it is moving extremely fast. We're actually down to our last couple kegs, but we're rebrewing another batch. Don't worry.
Okay.
And we're going to keep it going. We vowed to keep it going through at least the summer, and possibly some more collaborations going forward.
Excellent. So where is Ink Factory Brewing?
We're on Beach Boulevard, 602 Shedder Avenue. It's Beach Boulevard, the heart of Jack's Beach, right over by Publix.
So you said that you're brewing another batch of it, right? So is this going to be a beer that we're going to see like kind of forever? Are you going to consistently brew this, or is this just this one or two off?
So it seems like it's popular. So it's not only, we do these collaborations.
Well, because it's good.
It is. I really enjoy it. It's actually my favorite lager that we have on draft right now that I brewed to date, to be honest. So, but yeah, so these things kind of happen and they evolve organically, and when they become popular, then they become staples at our brewery. So excellent. I have a feeling this one's going to be around
for
a while.
As far as for folks who don't know how beer is made, right? Run me through the process. How long does it take to make beer?
The physical process of a brew day is about an 8-hour day, 6 to 8 hours depending on the style. But then a lager, the clean light beers that they're crystal clear, take about 6 to 8 weeks to lager. And we don't do any filtration. We're more of a traditional brew house.
Very cool.
So it takes time. So that's where it's moving so quick, and we're trying to figure out how to get that back on as fast as we can. So
and so a lager is a little bit different from an ale, right? So one is cold fermented, one is like, we'll call it warm fermented. It's not necessarily warm, but they're very different. And so can you kind of touch on that real quick as to what the differences those two are?
Yeah, so you hit one of them, and it's a lager and ale yeast, and one's a top fermenting and one's a bottom fermenting ale yeast, and they just take more time. It makes a really soft, subtle alcohol taste, so it's not real bitey, and that just takes time. So that's the beauty of a lager. They're really simple, but they just take time, and you can't rush them.
And as far as some of these parks, real quick, touch on some of these amazing parks that we have around town, because the Timucuans were all over our area, especially in the salt marshes, right?
And we're not just this is a collaboration between the national parks, the state parks, and the city preservation parks. So it's not just in the Timucuan Ecological Historic Preserve, which is our national park partner. We have parks that ring the county. So we call them our wilderness parks.
Hold that up.
Here, let's pick that up.
So not really the ball fields and things like that, but places where you get out of your car and you're walking in the woods.
That's perfect. Well, this is fantastic. Thank you so very much, guys. I really appreciate you coming on. Hey, guys, stick around. We'll be right back after the break.